everyone, welcome back to the online lecture series of subject Power Electronics. Today is our fourth lecture, and in this lecture we will study about the working of SCR, their construction, and VI characteristic of SCR. So let us start. So first we will study about the introduction about the SCR. So you should have to know that what is the silicon control rectifier or SCR. So the SCR is actually a thyristor which is used to control high voltage supply as compared to the conventional transistor. The name thyristor is derived by a combination of capital letters from thyratron and transistor. So this is the combination of thyristor. So we can say that thyristor is a solid state device. Now we will see the construction of SCR, that means how it is constructed. So SCR is a 4-layered PN semiconductor 3-terminal device like anode, cathode and gate. The 4 layers are made up of P and N layers, and these are arranged alternately such that they form 3 junctions like J1, J2 and J3. Now you can see the symbol of SCR. This is the structure of SCR. This is the physical structure of SCR, and this is the symbol of SCR. In this symbol you can see this is there are 3 terminals. One is anode, cathode and gate. So the SCR having 3 terminals: anode, cathode and gate. The outer layers that means P and N, these are the 2 outer layers, are heavily doped, whereas the the 2 middle layers are lightly doped. Now the gate terminal is taken at the middle P layer and anode is taken from the outer P layer, and the cathode is also taken from the outer N layer. The SCR is made up of silicon material because as compared to germanium, the leakage current is in silicon is very small. So for that the SCR is made up of by the silicon material. So these are the about the construction of SCR. Now we will study about the applications of SCR. So there are many applications of SCR. First, it is mainly used in variable speed motor drives. It is used in controlling high power electrical applications. It is used mainly in AC motors, lights and welding machines, etc. It is used in fault current limiter and circuit breaker, and it is used in fast switching speeds. So these are the some applications of SCR. Now we will discuss their advantages of SCR. It has a low cost. It can be protected with the help of fuse. It can handle large voltage or current. The thyristor is able to control AC power. It has very easy to control and it has easy to turn on. The thyristor conduct current only in one direction. So these are the some above advantages of SCR. Now we will discuss about the some disadvantages of SCR. So SCR have also some disadvantages. That means it cannot be used for higher frequency. Second one is in AC circuit the thyristor needs to we turn on in each cycle. Third one is SCR takes time to turn on and off, and this causes delay or damage in the load. Next one is it can stop the motor when connected but cannot hold it stationary. The response rate of thyristor is very low. So these are the all about the disadvantages or limitations of SCR. Now we will go to the static characteristic of SCR. So for understanding the concept of static characteristic of SCR, you should have to draw the first circuit diagram. So in this circuit diagram you can see it is the power supply, DC power supply. This is the resistance, the load, and this is the SCR, the three terminals, anode, cathode and gate. Gate have also power supply with variable load resistance, and here switch is given for connecting and disconnecting. Across this thyristor we can get the voltage. Okay, so for understanding the concept of static characteristic of SCR, we have three mode of operations. First one is reverse blocking mode, second one is forward blocking mode, and third one is forward conduction mode. So step by step we will study these three modes of operations. Okay, so first we will study about the reverse blocking mode. So what do you mean by reverse blocking mode? So in reverse blocking mode we will understanding by this diagram. In reverse blocking mode, the cathode is positive with respect to anode. Okay, so this is the concept of reverse blocking mode. This is the P, this is the 4, N, P, N, this is the three terminals. One is cathode, anode, and this is the gate. Okay, and here there are three junctions, J1, J2, and this is the J3. Okay, so in case of reverse blocking mode, you can see this structure diagram. The cathode is positive with respect to anode. So that means in this operation mode, the junction J1 and J3 are reverse bias and J2 is forward bias. How it is? You can see in this diagram the this point, this is the connected in negative polarity, and this point is connected in positive polarity. Okay, so for that you know that this is in reverse bias, because for forward bias we required anode is connected to positive terminal and cathode is connected to negative terminal. If anode is connected to negative terminal and cathode is connected to positive terminal, so this type of biasing is called reverse biasing. So for that, junction J1 is in reverse bias and junction J3, that is also is in reverse bias, because it is also connected in positive and this is also slightly connected in negative. So for that, junction J1 and J3 are connected in reverse bias, but junction J2 is in forward bias, because it is N is connected in negative and P is connected to positive. So for that, the junction J2 is in forward bias, Now in this condition what will happen? You can see here in this condition the how to graph is plotted. Okay, so in this condition the small leakage current will be flow in reverse direction. Okay, so we will plot the graph in this mode of operation. You can see here. So first this is the plot graph. This is the VA and this is the IA. So if we are increasing the voltage in reverse side, so here okay, this is the reverse blocking mode. This mode of operation is called the reverse blocking mode. Okay, so in this mode of operations the current is flow in reverse direction, and this is VBR, that is the reverse breakdown voltage. At this the voltage is break and current is flow in suddenly in reverse direction. Okay, so this mode of operation is also not uh, possible for the characteristic of SCR, because in that case the SCR is chance to go to damage. Okay, now next we will study the forward blocking mode. So we can see here in this forward blocking mode the anode is positive with respect to cathode. Okay, so in this mode of operation you can draw this diagram. Okay, P N P N, this is the gate terminal. Okay, this is the anode, the cathode. Now we connect it to the battery. So in this forward blocking mode the anode is connected to positive terminal and cathode is connected to negative terminal. This is junction J1, junction J2, and this is the junction J3. Okay, so in this mode of operations the junction J1 and J3 are in forward bias, J1 and J3 in forward bias. Okay, and J2 is in reverse bias. How it is possible? So you can see here in that case this point, this P and N, we can see the junction J1. In that case P is connected to positive and N is also connected to slightly negative. So for forward bias anode is positive and N terminal, N material is connected to this negative. So this is in forward bias. If we are talk to J2, in that case J2 N is connected to positive terminal and P is connected to negative terminal. So for that J2 will be goes in reverse bias. As it is J3, so junction J3 also is in forward bias, and the terminal gate that is also open. In that case forward blocking mode the gate terminal is also in open condition. Okay, so for that there is no flow of current from anode to cathode. So why it is happened, why anode current is not current is not flowing from anode to cathode? Because in that case for flowing the current or flow of current, we require all three junction in forward bias. So for that, here two junctions are forward bias and one junction is in reverse bias. So for that, there is no possibility of flow of current from anode to cathode, because here gate terminal is also open circuited. Okay, in this condition the graph is plotted, is looking like that. This portion is reverse blocking mode. Okay, and this is the forward blocking mode. If we apply the voltage, the anode voltage, anode is positive with respect to cathode, so here some leakage amount of current will be flow. Okay, so here leakage, some small leakage amount of current will be flow in milliampere. So in forward blocking mode there is no any conduction of current, that means still SCR is in off state. Now we will discuss the forward conduction mode. So in that case, the forward conduction mode, so we can see here in this forward conduction mode, this is the same as forward blocking mode. There are some small change. You can see here in that forward conduction mode, the anode is also positive with respect to cathode. Okay, this is the cathode. Now we will connect the battery. This is the positive, the negative. Okay, this is the anode. In that case, we will also connect the gate terminal. This is the positive gate. Here we connect the positive gate. So this is the circuit or a structure for forward conduction mode. In that case, you can see that the junction J1, J2 and J3. What will happen if we arrange such type of circuit? In previous we can see that the junction J1 and J3 are forward bias and J2 is in reverse bias. So what will happen if we are connect the supply to gate terminal? We have given here positive gate. Okay, we have given here positive gate to this terminal. Okay, then what will happen? In that case, junction J1 is in forward bias, J3 is in also forward bias, only junction J2 is in reverse bias. So for that, if we given the supply positive terminal to this gate, if we are provide the positive pulse to this gate, then what will happen? Here is N, this is the outermost layer. So outermost layer, that is a heavily doped, so their density of electron is more as compared to other layer. So for that, for connecting the gate terminal to this supply, there are more electrons and it forced to break this junction. Okay, what will happen? So for that, so junction J2 is in goes in forward bias. So in that case, junction J1, J2 and J3 all are in forward bias condition. Okay, so for that there is easily flow of current from anode to cathode. Okay, finally what will happen? There is density of electron is increases and there are electron is flow from cathode to anode. Okay, from that side, and the current will flow from anode to cathode. Okay, so there is the possibility of flow of current. That means we can say that the SCR is goes in conduction mode. That means right now SCR is in on state. So in that case the graph is plotted looking like that. So from that point, that is the forward blocking mode, and this is our the VBO, or we can say the forward breakover voltage. In that case the current is flow, that means this is the forward conduction mode and voltage is drop. Okay, if voltage is decreases, then current will be increases. So these are the all about the concept of three mode of operations: reverse blocking mode, forward blocking mode, and forward conduction mode. Now you can see here the overall characteristic of SCR. This is the reverse blocking mode. From P to O point, this is called the reverse blocking mode. This is the VBR, reverse breakdown voltage. Okay, the graph is plotted between anode voltage and anode current. Okay, now this is the point, this is the VBO, that is the forward breakover voltage. This is the VBR, reverse breakover voltage, IG, that is the gate current. Okay, if we are giving the increasing the gate current IG1, IG2, IG3, then we will get the SCR is in conduction mode. Okay, or we can say the on state mode. Right, now here are two concepts. One is latching current and second one is holding current. So what do you mean by latching current? So latching current, that is the value of anode current at which SCR on remain in conduction mode if gate signal is removed. Right, and what do you mean by holding current? This is the value of anode current at below which SCR gates turned off. So this is the concept of latching current and holding current. So you can draw the characteristic VI characteristic of SCR in such manner. Okay. So these are the all about the concept of static VI characteristic of SCR or silicon controlled rectifier. Thank you so much for watching this video. These are the our references. Thank you.